And we're back. Sort of, almost. Just let me get my controller in hand. And, yeah, now we're back. Just let me get into position first. Okay, now we're back. Yeah, so I think there's, basically nothing left to do here. Except check on the recording again to make sure everything's going right. Microphone's on, webcam's on, everything's going good. Okay. Now we're back. Yeah, so really the only thing left to do at this point is to go to the sub-gate. I think I got my right weapon equipped, so yeah, let's just go for it. So yeah, this is like basically the, third of kind of the 3 main dungeons. Or I guess third of the 4 if you count the last one as kind of a main dungeon, which I guess you might as well since it's just as big as the other ones. And yeah, you totally would have expected like the bonds to attack you or something to keep up that sort of main structure of the game where it's ruins, mission, but yeah, they actually skip the mission and take you right to the ruins here. And yeah, since there's nothing new to explore after the previous ones, because you don't have like a new, like anything that'll let you get to new areas or anything like that, then yeah, there's like basically, unless you're like going hard into the subquests like we are, there's like nothing to do after you clear the previous ruins other than to go on to the next ones. Yeah, we do have our Grand Grenade equipped. I actually don't think it has to be the Grand Grenade. I think there are actually pretty much any other explosive weapon will work just as well for blowing up the one wall that you need to in this area.
Never seen a sight like this before.
But, fuck it. We'll probably never get a chance to show off the Grand Grenade again, and, we've already used plenty of the Powered Buster, which I think is the other weapon we have access to that'll do it. I actually see a couple doors. So yeah, you go on this thing and it says that... No, there's no power.
Maybe you'll be able to find the generator somewhere in there.
I think she wants us to go in the, like the door that's in front of us when we fall down the hole, so we're gonna go on this door.
That one, the door behind you.
Oh, fuck off, roll. Or is this another thing where... Oh, nope, they still won't let us through the door. Thought it was gonna be like another Wily Boat Shop thing where she's like, no, not that one, but you can totally go through it anyways.
Of that room, Mega Man. My monitor's completely blank. Take a look around and let me know what you see.
Yeah, body cam would be kind of ideal for these types of situations so that she can actually just see what I can see.
It's my guess the power's out in that room. Can you see a switch anywhere?
I don't see any switches.
Oh, now he's finally responding to her.
Let's see. It says...
I think this is like the only time in the game where Mega Man actually responds to anything that Roll is saying during a dig, I guess as they call it.
Input from Eden, or the insertion of 3 level 2, or higher prototype Anthro unit ID cards.
What's a prototype?
I think it's, I don't know, I just find it kind of amusing to see Mega Man struggle with the reading there. Apparently he's just like kind of a meathead, or a bolt head, I guess you would call it, since he's a robot.
You'll be able to find them inside there.
How old is he supposed to be in this game anyways? I think him and Roll are supposed to be like 14 or something like that. I think, I don't know, maybe I'm just like a genius savant or something, but I'm pretty sure that I could get through prototype Anthro unit ID card without too much struggle when I was at that age, kind of reading at that level. Actually, maybe I should grenade one of these guys just for the hell of it. Oh, hey, this is maybe a decent weapon. Maybe we had softened them up already. Yeah, it looks like we already got a bunch of damage on them. We're gonna try out this grenade on a couple enemies. I know we don't have... Or, okay, let's actually go to the place where we need it first. Oh, or let's not. Let's just throw it at this dude right here. Okay, so let's... Oh, wow, that, like, really softened him up. So it's like one shot and one grenade. Oh, we have so little energy, though. This makes me actually really, really, like, pine for the special weapon crystals that you get in Mega Man Legends 2. Because, yeah, Mega Man Legends 2, enemies would drop these blue crystal... Not like blue refractor shards, but like blue diamonds that would refill your weapon energy. I think that's just another, like, piece of junk used for item development. Also, I'm being very careful not to hit triangle too many times so we accidentally waste our grenades when advancing through the text there. Oh, and hey, now that roll's fucked off, we can actually probably go through that other... Oh no, this is the other door that she wouldn't let us go through. What am I talking about? Door number 1 or door number 2? And I think I actually do want to fill in all the map squares here. Not like all the map squares, but all the walls, just to make sure that I don't accidentally miss a passageway or something. Is that a buster part? Oh, actually, we got our Omni unit here, too. This actually might be decent for us. Because, yeah, Omni unit is, yeah, one of everything. So we would essentially just lose 1 energy for 1 of everything else. I think that's actually a decent trade. What is he aiming at? I saw those shots, like, go downwards. Like he was, like, homing in on something that I can't see. Yeah, there's... oh my, losing my voice a little bit. There's a few holes in the wall in this dungeon that are kind of easy to miss. Oh, and actually, I think there's another one. Oh, these guys are kind of annoying to deal with, too. They actually made them, like, less aggravating in the sequel. Because, yeah, these guys have their dumb shield. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. Actually, I think I'm wrong. I think they actually made these guys more of a pain in the ass to deal with in the sequel. I don't know, I just vaguely remember these guys, like just raising their shield as soon as you knock them down, and then it just takes forever to kill them, because you gotta wait for him to drop the shield, and then shoot him and knock him down, and then wait for him to drop the shield, and it just goes like on and on like that. For like 3 or 4 cycles you gotta do it. Did we do this one? Actually, yeah, if you shoot him enough, he'll stagger and drop his guard. Although that kind of takes forever. Okay, that's number 1.
I think I found an ID card.
Good going.
I'll go back to that control room once I found the others.
So that's where we came from, so we can use pretty much any other exit we want. I think the one in the center is the one we want to go in last. Or maybe first. I don't remember. Yeah, I think there's like an elevator in the center bit of the donut there. This looks dangerous, but it's actually fine. These guys, like, basically just don't attack you at all. Like, the only thing they do is they drop bombs on you from above. So as long as you're not underneath them, you're fine. Oh yeah, and that right there. That right there. Although I don't think Roll, like, phones you about it until after you kill these guys. Oh, look at that. He can't even stay up. Like, we're just, like, knocking him down over and over. Just, like, stun-locking these suckers with all the rapid we got. He keeps jumping up there, thinking he can stick on.
It looks like there's a false wall or something. There's probably a secret room in there.
You don't say. That sounds a bit misleading, like false wall, secret room. She's referring to this thing right here. And yeah, I think the powered buster will blow that up too. It's actually not really a secret room. It's required that you get up here to progress, which means that if you don't have either the grenade or the buster equipped, then you need to go back to the flutter and then switch out your special weapons, then come back here and blow up the thing, which is kind of, I don't know, it just seems unnecessary. Actually, this is actually the boss, so we're actually in the wrong area entirely right now. Now this thing isn't going to respawn when I leave the room, right? Right? Okay, so I think we actually do want to go into the center first. Oh shit! That was a, yeah, nice little mini jump scare there. And actually, yeah, speaking of, like, yeah, how scary the ruins are in this game, I actually, like, I don't even know, I guess it is technically music. You can hear, like, little strains in the background there. Like, yeah, they got, like, strings or something underneath the, kind of just, I don't know, ominous ambient noise. Yeah, I actually really do like the ruin music in this game. It does a really good job of just kind of setting the mood for just like a good like a good creepy intense dungeon run. I actually put this on when I'm like when I'm doing like roguelikes, like if I'm playing Tales of Mage or something like that. Like, I've got a playlist of dungeon music, and a lot of it is stuff from Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. Although they actually recycle a lot of the... Oh, shit. Yeah, this is the gateway out to the main ruins. Which means that all the enemies will respawn once I come back through there. And yeah, just like I said, she says that it'll break down walls, but it actually won't. Now we've got to be really careful about our grenade supply, because I'm pretty sure... yeah, I'm pretty sure that false wall, as Roll called it, actually did respawn after we exited out there. Yeah, there's like nothing else to do here. Sorry, I'm just testing out my tea to see if it's still hot. Or not still hot, but if it's still too hot. Yep, there they are. Actually, forget circle strafing. With these guys, you can literally just, like, sidestep. They just got nothing but these slow fireballs. It's like playing Matador with the slowest bull in the world. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's in Mega Man Legends 2 that they would like kind of fall over if you shot them in the back, just like repeatedly fall over if you shoot them in the back. And you could like basically stun lock them very, very easily and very, very quickly. Really don't think I need to fill in every map square, just the walls will be fine. Oh, and hey there. What? Oh yeah, it's on the upper level.
That looks like the generator you've been looking for. Can you get it to work? All right! You should be able to get the elevator to work now.
Cool. So that basically just means we can get out now, basically, because I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah, that's right. When I said, like, oh, there's the boss ahead, we'd better not go through here. That elevator wasn't working anyways. You need to turn the power on before you can go in there. In fact, I think we come back across the top there after we beat that boss, so... Oh, you son of a bitch. Although apparently they don't do any damage. Or at least when you have your life shield active. Okay, I don't think I really want to deal with these jokers. Well, actually, these guys I'll deal with just because... Hey, it's just like a big free blue rupee. I'll totally take that. Yeah, I think this bottom door is just the last one that we've got. Oh, and hey, yeah, this elevator actually should be working now. So yeah, the center door is actually the first one that you want to do. Oh, I think this just takes us up to the other door that we didn't go through up top, though. Yeah. Really effective sound design, how you know when it's time to get out of the way just from the sound of footsteps getting closer towards you. Kingsfield did that really well too. Yeah, so like both these doors basically just lead to the same place. Nope. Actually, I don't think I... Yep, just like I thought. Oh, and actually, that's kind of a dirty trick. So actually, we do need to kill these guys before we can get through the ceiling there. Only reason being that, like, the lock-on button and the manual aim button are actually both the same button. So we actually can't aim our grenade at the ceiling until we get rid of these guys. Because otherwise, it'll just go into lock-on mode. Actually, yeah, now I think we can do it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, we made it. With one grenade to spare. I think I'll actually use that on the boss, just for fun. Okay, so yeah, this elevator wouldn't have worked
Have you ever wondered
before we
where
turned the power
Legolas
on.
came from? I mean, who made them and why?
Why does she choose this,
we
like,
go
just this
around
moment to
getting all over
get
the
all
place,
philosophical on
but
us?
Is it right? It's almost like stealing.
Stealing from what? These vicious,
Mega Man,
mindless killing
I'm picking up
machines?
3 Reaver bots close by. Watch out!
Or actually, we did determine that we can throw the regular grenades while running. Go with these ones. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, this is a boss fight that you like basically can't win if you like do it in the style that I played as a kid, where you're just like constantly repositioning and locking on and stuff. I mean, I did it eventually. I just like powered up my weapons and then just like brute forced my way through this fight. But yeah, really just like the whole just like move and lock on and reposition does not work. There is no like legitimate way to do this fight other than just circle strafe around. Okay, good grenade. Yep, and we're out now. And we're on fire. Actually, that was one thing that the second game added, is actual status effects. You could actually get lit on fire in that game. Lit on fire, poisoned, and electrocuted. Oh shit, my life shield's gone. So much for the theory that, yeah, it only goes away when you get your life taken down to 0. Okay, he's just gonna run around in circles.
I'm not picking up any more Reaverbot signals. I think it's safe.
I mean, you know, as safe as it can be with our life gauge all red like that. This is actually a shorter dungeon than I remembered. Like, there's not really much to do here. I guess all the dungeons are really short if you think about it. Like, I think the first subgate is actually the longest one, maybe. Did I miss an ID card? I feel like I only got 2 of them. Or I guess we can check in the menu. Nope, there's 3 ID cards. Must have, I don't know, not been paying attention when we got the second one. Okay, that was a nice, simple, cozy little dungeon right there. Or actually, this is the wrong one. Is it? I don't remember which door leads to the upper part, so I think... Oh, right, it's this one, yeah. A nice tiny little dungeon with almost nothing to it that I still somehow managed to get lost in. And then... yeah, the next bit was in here. So yeah, what ends up happening, yeah, prototype Anthro unit. I think they kind of explain that in the sequel a bit. Basically, the idea is that these Reaver bots are sort of remnants of an old society of mindless robots.
We should be able to figure out why the Reaver bots activated like that. But
I don't know what he's talking about.
how we can read these ancient letters?
Oh, is that why he was, like, reading out loud like a retard there? It's because he's reading ancient letters that he somehow understands. Okay, that makes a bit of sense, actually. But, yeah, basically, like, the Reaver bots are all, like, remnants of an ancient society of, like, mindless robots that were presided over by a dude called the Master. And then he decided, you know what, ruling over, like, these mindless, shitty robots kind of sucks, so he basically just, like, I don't know, sunk them all underwater and replaced it with a society of, like regular human androids, like the people you see here on the island, like the NPCs and stuff. I think is, like, basically what the story is. Like, the premise of this whole setting that you find out in Mega Man Legends 2. I guess you fill in the details, I guess, when we actually play that game eventually, but I think that it was something like that. And yeah, so we opened up the main gate just by, like, clearing out this ruin. So it's not like, you know, stuff that we needed to recover, like, you know, didn't have to unlock the seals from all of the ruins or whatever, or get all the MacGuffins from all of the ruins. It's just this one. This is the one that happened to have the key to the main gate. The only thing of use in the other ruins that we needed to get here was the refractor shards to repair our bigger and bigger vehicles to get to the next ruin. In fact, if Teasel hadn't dug that fucking hole around this place, we could have done this, like, way back at the very start of the game. We would, if it weren't for the bonds, we could just get, like, right here, because the only thing keeping us from getting to this place is the giant hole that Teasel dug around it, so that we can't reach it anymore. If it weren't for that, we could just come here right at the start of the game, and then just unlock the main gate, and then, I mean, we'd probably have to, grind a bunch of money and stuff, and do a bunch of exploring for weapons to be able to beat the final boss, but, like, in theory, yeah, that would be the end of the game. Oh, we actually do not want to go back to the forest yet. Now I gotta think about what we want for the next fight. Definitely not the grenade. Maybe the machine gun. Powered Buster. Powered Buster is good for Phase 1 of this next mission, but Phase 1 is pretty easy. For Phase 2, maybe the machine gun. Maybe we could just upgrade the Machine Buster all the way. Actually, I'm curious if Data has anything new to say. Tell me about digging. Nah. Oh yeah, I guess this is actually a valuable lesson right here. Yeah, I think we saw all this already. I don't know. This clue isn't as good as it could be. Like, he should say, like, hey, there's townspeople who have items and quests and stuff to do. You should probably go talk to them every now and again so you can fail to recover their bombs and get buildings blown up and stuff. Okay, let's do some item development first. We got a few little items in that little run there. Oh, what do we got? Oh, Active Buster. I think this might actually be the potential best weapon for the next fight. It's really expensive, though. This is actually the most expensive weapon in the game to upgrade. Oh, Buster Park. Give me a break. Oh yeah, so that's there. I think there's one for each stat. So this is the one that gives you infinite range. Grand Grenade, Splash Mine. Yeah, Machine Buster could be alright. Vacuum Arm is useless. Active Buster could be good, but it's really expensive to upgrade. I mean, I guess we'll just use it to show it off and upgrade it to the point. Oh god, that's already expensive. Oh, this is ugly. Okay, we want homing capability for the next boss. I think that's enough. We'll get energy because it's cheap. Ugh, range is expensive though. I don't think we need tons of attack or anything. Like, it doesn't look like the bar is going up that far anyways. Rapid is cheap, so we'll get that. Yeah, we'll get range. Ah, fuck it. We'll get attack too. Let's just go all out. This thing had better be fucking worth it. Okay, we go back to the forest. And actually, this is kind of like a bit of bullshit here, where you're actually stuck here until you can clear the next mission. Like, you can't actually go back to town or shop or anything until you clear this next mission right here, because the Bonds are going to ambush us right away.
Mega Man, hold on. Lift off.
They make it seem that you're like way up in the sky here, but like this is actually just ground level. Like there's just like basically a big hole dug around this ruin. So you think that's all there is to it, but then... Any second now, Teasel. That's a good laugh right there. I think that might be his best one in the game.
Now that he's opened the main gate for us, we don't need to keep him around any longer. Time to blow him and that ship of his to Kingdom Come! All board cannons, prepare to fire! Fire!
And here we've got another kind of unnecessarily long scene right here. They might as well just start the fight right here.
Here. We'll have to try and hide in the clouds.
But no, we get like a little scene where we try to outmaneuver them before we fight them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to swap out my Buster parts too.
They're trying to lose.
Man, he's like really having a good time right here.
After them.
Actually, this music right here, I think it was, they used a version of this song in, what was it? I think one of the, Capcom Versus games as like Tron's theme or something weird like that. Or maybe it was the Namco X Capcom. Yeah, I think it was that, yeah, that like, that strategy RPG one. Oh, even the surf bots are getting all dramatic.
That little ship's faster than she looks. Launch the drops. Don't let
And that's
them
a
get
cute little
away.
detail there that Tron doesn't want to be around for
Let's
this.
see you escape this time.
I don't know, maybe it's just me. Does no one else like think Teasel's voice is just like perfect for
We
this?
have a large number of little ships closing in on us. Mega Man, can you take them out?
Okay, I think we actually want to... Did he just say probably not? It's, I don't know, with me
Mission
talking over
start.
him, it sounded to me like he said probably not. Or, okay, we need a little bit more range. A little bit more range. Rapid Striker, Laser... Oh, actually, no, this isn't the one that gives you infinite range. It's probably too much range, really. We don't want to lose all of our rapid, though. Is there, like, a rapid range? Okay. You know what? Maybe we just use the special weapon, then. Oh, shit, we can't even hurt him just yet. That was pointless. So this seems like an annoying, stupid fight here with, like, the planes flying around all over you, and you've got to, like, aim at them and stuff. It's actually really easy. This is actually just like a shooting gallery. You just keep pointed ahead and shoot at them as they come by. Because the only time they bother shooting at you is when they fly in front here. So you don't... I mean, you can if you want to. You can, like, go around, swing the camera around, try to shoot them as they fly around. But really, all you have to do is just, like, point forward and just shoot them as they pan by. So this is a fight that can... And it gets, yeah, really annoying and complicated if you try to, like, follow them as they circle around. But, and I think that's probably the intended way to do that fight.
I'm on it, Mega
It's just like the way they pass around in front, they pass by in front, just seems like really natural. It's like a shooting gallery type thing. Like, I think that's the intended way to do that there.
They shot down all the Drox, but they bought us enough time to catch up with Blue Boy there. Huh? Where'd they go? They're gone.
Diesel, they're underneath us. They're right below the Gessel shaft.
Again, they get in the name of the ship right there.
They couldn't have. They must have discovered our weak spot. Battle stations. It looks like they're serious. They want to go out fighting, just like cornered rats. On your toes, everyone!
Roger. Rats?
What did he say?
Hey, Mega Man, now it's our turn. Take out their weak points one by one.
Oh shit, we need some extra range. Oh, dang it. Okay, what about this? Wow, that does like shit for damage. Okay, we need... Yeah, we definitely need to go for the range route right here. Omni unit already gets us like a fair bit of rapid, so we're actually gonna go full range right here, I think. Oh, right, yeah, that's it down there. So yeah, I think, yeah, like she says, aim for the wings and go. So this is actually a bit different from the boat fight. You can lose by getting the plane damaged, but also like you can also just die straight up. Like your Mega Man can take damage, and the ship takes damage. So there's kind of two ways that you can lose this fight. Oh yeah, I should probably... Oh shoot, this was a bad idea. I should have... Yeah, I should have gone straight for the cannons. Yeah, if I had my weapons set up properly, we could have done this in one pass. Actually, maybe we still can. Oh wow, yeah, we had the perfect weapon set up for this.
What kind of firepower are they packing on that little ship?
Like, have you not been fighting me throughout, like, this entire game? Do you not know? Do you not know what I'm capable of by now? There's one more bit we gotta get, though.
They're still flying. There must be someplace we haven't hit yet.
Punch him in the nose. I have no idea, like, how to stop him from shooting at you here. Like, I've tried aiming for the eyes. Like, it just seems like unavoidable damage. So the mission's complete, but there's actually one more thing that we gotta take care of here. This actually feels really bad, like, seeing that ship go down after, because, like, the whole plot of Misadventures of Tron Bonne is, like, Teasel took out a huge loan to build that ship. So you're, basically, like, trying to basically pay off the loan shark that, Teasel borrowed that money from. So we go through all this money to, like, pay off the Gesellschaft loan, essentially, in Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And of course, this is like a prequel type thing, so like this is like the game that came after this, but it was set beforehand. But even then, coming back to this after Misadventures of Tron Bonne just feels really bad, blowing that thing up after we spent after all the effort Tron went through to get the money to pay for it.
Get him.
Leave it to me.
And you can see she is
He's gone
she is rightly pissed off.
No more playing around.
Yeah, I can totally understand how this is, yeah, getting her big ship there blown up would be enough to, yeah, put her past the whole lovey-dovey, doki-doki thing that she has had going on until now. It's actually a really annoying fight right here. So yeah, that right there mostly won't hit you. You can actually get hit by a stray bullet there if you get unlucky, but really, that's mostly just there to damage the flutter. And it's kind of unavoidable damage, so you're sort of on a timer for this fight. Damn it, yeah, this is, yeah, probably the hardest standard boss fight in the game. Just because, okay, damn it! Could have sworn that you could, move while firing this thing, but, well, yeah, you can't even aim when you're firing this stupid thing. Okay, that's how you do it. Nope. Now where'd it go? Oh, okay. Get him! There we go. Yeah, Active Buster was definitely the way to go there. Oh yeah, so now we get like a nice dramatic scene here. No, it looks like her dress is kind of torn there, too. I think it's just clipping through her leg there, but I don't know.
Your pretty little head over it, Tron. We tried our best, but sometimes your best isn't good enough. We lost fair and square. That's life.
So and then they get the baby in there at the end too, in this scene where they like totally make it out as if the Bonds are like about to fucking die right here. I gotta say I actually bought it the first time, my first time through the game. I thought they were like we'd actually murdered them.
Maybe we should have taken it easier on them.
No, I don't know about that. They have actually been trying, like, it's, you know, Tron's hidden feelings aside and all of that. They have, like, actually been trying to murder us throughout the entire game. I would call that, like, legitimate self-defense right there. I don't think any jury in the world would convict us of that. I mean, you know, as endearing as they are, they kind of had it coming. Like, even if they did die, as much as I like them, I don't think Mega Man did anything wrong here if he did kill them. I actually think we have some things to do. Oh, yeah, and that's kind of your hint to, yeah, there's a thing, there's an event that might be going down on Cadillac's Island right now. Or in the city, that is. Okay, looks like not. And it's another one with, like, a really obtuse triggering condition, where it literally is, like, at a certain point in the game, you need to turn on the TV right there in order to start up a side quest. I think there's one more thing we need to do at the police station, though, before that one will unlock. Nah, they were nowhere in the... nothing to do with it. Nowhere in the area. Is there even a volcano on this island? I don't know. She seems to think so, so I'll take her word for it. Actually, can we do this right now? So this is like basically the end point of the game. I think there's, or that's not entirely true. Like, we've got the final dungeon after this. Like, the final dungeon is opened up to us, but then there's like kind of a midpoint through the final dungeon where you got to come back out and do some stuff in town. Yeah, that'd be the sound of the gate opening up. And once again, we actually got nothing like super interesting exploration-wise, like from the last ruin we were in. Like, we still don't have our drill to break down the walls and all of that. That's just a random observation. It's like, yes, literally any NPC in town could probably say the same thing. Yep, we didn't see the pirate ship land here either. Like, I think what they're getting at is that the Bonds didn't make it back down to Earth. Like, they just blew up in the sky and they're all dead now. They're like really pushing that with the story right now. So yeah, support car. I think we're actually just gonna want to yeah, just explore around town. There might be new stuff to buy at the junk store. But yeah, I feel that that's a bit of a letdown that we go so, like, we get the jump shoes and then we get like a bunch of new stuff to sort of go back and you know, like a bit more backtracking to do in the ruins around the island. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. I kind of like that, like, you know, that kind of Metroidvania thing where it's like, oh, now I've got a high jump, now I've got a morph ball or whatever. Let's go back and see all the things that we can, all the new things we can uncover now that we've got these tools. Let's go back on a good backtracking run. I actually enjoy, like, going on those, like, little backtracking runs every time you get a new tool in a Metroidvania. And I wish that there were more of that in this game with the ruin exploration. It's like basically you get the jump shoes, and then at the very end of the game you get the drill, and then that's basically it as far as like worthwhile Metroidvania backtracking and that sort of thing. Yeah, so I think there's a stupid side quest at the police station that I think we're going to want to do right away. And regardless, we're going to want to go check up on the clubhouse still. We can kind of do both at once, I guess. So yeah, we'll go to the clubhouse and see what they need. And then on our way back to, I don't know, wherever it is we're going after that, we'll go to the police station. Is this still the what do you think guy? I have no idea what he's talking about there. Like, as far as down south, like, we need to go to Old Town to open up, to, like, explore the main gate. which I guess is technically south of here. Really more like southeast. Oh yeah, it looks like... Oh, did they? This looks like the same crappy old clubhouse. I don't think they're done with the... Oh no, okay, yeah, it's a little bit different this time. So yeah, they did fix it up. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I remember where to find the saw too. It's kind of amusing. Yeah, I remember this on my last playthrough, or at least I think I do. I have like the world's shittiest memory for this type of thing. But yeah, like we got our last tool, the pickaxe, from that dude who said, borrow my tools anytime. So that's like, we're basically done with him now. He gave us the pickaxe, and then that's what he was in the game for. So there's no way that, like, we'd get a saw from him too, right? That's like, you know, doing the same NPC for the same chain of fetch quests twice in a row. Absolutely no way that this is the guy with the pickaxe also has the saw. Or, okay, that's right. It turns out that he doesn't have it. But you need to talk to him so that you can find it, because he says your clue there is that he threw it away. Oh, cool. She's like just happy to be up here on the ledge and all that. Dog just seems to be, I don't know, chasing its own tail or something. And he gets like really sad when I get near him. What? Holy shit! I've never seen that before. Apparently Mega Man can talk to dogs too. That's like his, I don't know, powers of being like a robot of the old order or whatever. He can read ancient ruins, or ancient runes, yeah, and he can, yeah, talk to dogs and cactuses, apparently. Yeah, I think the next police station subquest opens up at this point also. What? Is this supposed to be a breathalyzer test? How could he be drunk? I don't think there's a liquor store anywhere in town. Okay, yeah, that's the dude. So yeah, we are... So yeah, we are on the right track. That's fake news right there, by the way. Oh, this right here, I guess, technically happened. I don't know. I would give this a Snopes rating of mostly false because we actually saved one of the buildings. So I'd say we like produced at least a little bit of a veil there with the bomb subquest. Oh, they didn't even give us the yes/no option there. But yeah, the whole Bond's dead thing is totally fake news. Okay, so yeah, that was the flustered man that we just talked to. So yeah, this is like a big dumb, like basically chain of like NPCs that you talk to. It's like he said, I don't even remember, he said I went to the electronics store, and then you basically retrace this guy's steps where it's like, oh yeah, he said he came in here with a loaf of bread. Or said he was going to buy a loaf of bread or something. And you don't get like any. It's not like a fetch quest chain or anything. It's just like a bunch of NPC dialogue. You can actually skip it though by just talking to people. So yeah, this is the kid I think who gives you the final clue. Or maybe you do have to go down the whole chain to find it. But yeah, if you know where it is, you can just like go right there and find it. Or am I wrong about that? Maybe you do have to go through the whole thing. Whatever, we're just gonna do it anyways, because I don't remember where to find it. It was a garbage can. Yeah, maybe you do need to go through the whole chain of NPCs to find the money. Oh, I went through that a little bit too fast. Oh yeah, we were gonna go to the junk shop anyways to see what's up, see what's new. Oh, that's right, we did want to check the garbage cans around town for that saw anyways. Oh yeah, we can sell some old parts now too. Like, yeah, power razors, garbage. Actually, yeah, rapid fire is basically garbage now, too, because, the Omni unit does the same thing, but gives us one of everything else. I don't think I'm ever gonna use that. That's like borderline usable. Wait, what? Why do I still have this? Did I accidentally buy some of that garbage? Oh, I bought it. I didn't sell it. Ha ha. No, that's not right. Oh, I'm just like way out to lunch now. I have no idea what I don't even know where I am. What day is it? Who am I? I guess I just skipped over this stuff when I was scrolling down. Yeah, attack 1 energy 2 is not great. Energy range is actually almost usable. I don't know, it's gonna be obsolete like right away though, so we'll just toss it. Oh shit. Yeah, and there is some new stuff to buy. Okay, so sniper unit is decent, and the blaster unit is hella decent, but it's way more than we can afford right now. And actually, we're not going to come into. Actually, that's not true. There's one other way that we can make some money before we go into the final dungeon. It's not a good way to make money, and I don't know if we're going to do it. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about my tea here. Oh, it's better this time. Because yeah, I got like some packets of jasmine tea from my parents a while back. They like because they aren't tea drinkers. I think they got it in like a gift bag, like a big gift bag or something. So I had all this jasmine tea, and it was actually like really good. I liked it quite a bit. So I went out and bought like a big like package of like loose leaf jasmine tea, and I had one like thermos of it a few days back, and it was actually it was really bad actually. It was like extremely bitter, but then I thought that might have just been because I brewed it wrong. Like I usually like to let my tea steep for like a really long time, just because apparently that's like the best way to get the health benefits out of it. And like it makes it a little bit bitter, but not usually that bad, so I'm fine with that anyways. But like this jasmine tea that I had cooked up was like really like extremely bitter even for me. So I was like, oh shit, did I get bad tea? But no, it looks like I just brewed it wrong. So I let it steep a little bit shorter this time, and now it actually tastes pretty good. Very good even. Yes, that's a fine purchase. Oh, this... Oh, hey, it's the inspector. He is, yeah, kind of a classy-looking dude. I think he might be the only person wearing a tie on the island. Or I guess the shop owner here is wearing a tie also. I'm just curious to see if there's anyone new in the record shop too. Is that it? I guess that must be a Japanese thing, because I'm sure there's like plenty of songs about people. In fact, I'd say I probably know more songs about people breaking up than falling in love, I would say at this point. And I'm talking like just pop music, even. What, Wiley? What are you doing here? Shouldn't Wiley be banned from this shop? Like, what if he goes back to his old ways in the old series? He should be like on a what do you call it? I don't know, some kind of court order to not be within like whatever distance of any type of electronic equipment. Okay, so we went to get something to eat. That's probably the bakery or else the vegetable stand. Because apparently all the people on this island survive just on nothing but bread and vegetables. Oh yeah, so his wife is missing. That's the end of his little subplot there. We'll come back for her later. What? Oh, we had to look something up. That would be at the library. I don't even remember what your reward is for all of this. Maybe there isn't one. Okay, so then you go to the vending machine. Which is kind of like the least obvious sort of clue in the whole chain. And then, oh yeah, this girl doesn't even appear here until you've gotten that clue, so yeah. Speaking of detectives, what exactly is it that the police inspector is busy with that he can't, like, do all this running around on his own? See, the freaking kid there, I told you he was bad news. Yep, it was in here the whole time. It just doesn't show up until you talk to that kid. And then the kid won't say anything until you talk to everyone else. So you do have to go through the whole thing. And there's our saw, too. We got absolutely everything we needed. Yeah, so we're coming up on 3 o'clock here. Then the big question is, do I want to have supper now? Or do I want to stream for an hour longer and then just have supper on my way home from work? Kind of into it right now. I'm kind of like feeling like into this game at the moment, so I think I kind of want to just stream for another hour and then just have supper later. Yep, it looks like the bag. What? No, take the money. Oh, cool. We got an arm supporter. I think Roll will make something out of that. Okay, so yeah, that's the second police station quest there. And I think that actually means that we can go do the... Or no, I think we need to talk to the serve bot at the bank. I think that's the trigger for the next police station event. Assuming he's here by now, which it looks like he isn't. Ma'am, is this man harassing you? Okay, looks like she's fine with it. Oh, right, I completely forgot to talk to the mayor about the hospital equipment. Oh, what? The mayor knows something about the main... I don't even know what she's talking about there. I don't think I've ever actually bothered to go and talk to the mayor after the main gate shows up. Ooh la la. Okay, apparently that's as far as you can take that little romance subplot. About the hospital equipment, though. Oh yeah, I have like $2,000. Where I actually can't pay for that. Right, because I totally wasn't just going to do that on my own anyways. Wait, her what? Files on the island's population. Wait, so they got like a surveillance state set up here? Is that what the police have been busy with this whole time? That is a bit of a strange looking painting. But which one is it? I guess it's both of them. They're both beautiful in their own way. What about this lamp? Do they have anything to say about this lamp? Oh, it's a sculpture. My bad. Good, because I was about to kick the shit out of that dude. What else were we doing? Oh yeah, we can, yeah, go fix up the clubhouse now. Oh right, there was a tangent I was going on way back at the ruins on the lake about yeah, red ash. Yeah, so I think I was in the middle of explaining, yeah, just who Keiji Inafune is and his company or is it Intercreates? Or no, it was Concept. Intercreates are, yeah, the other guys who are sort of loosely affiliated with Inafune and the Mega Man series. But yeah, Inafune's company is Concept. Hey, we got the saw. And so yeah, I think that they made like a PSP game of some kind that was like kind of Dark Souls-y looking. That was released to like decent reviews, I think. I mean, I think they've done like some mobile games too or something. But like their really big, like huge Kickstarter project that was going to put them on the map was Mighty Number 9, of course. I actually have a Let's Play of that game over on my YouTube channel, and I'm sure all you guys are familiar with the whole Mighty Number 9 debacle and how that game, the game sort of had a troubled development cycle and didn't really live up to the developer's pedigree in the end. And yeah, a lot of disappointed people and just like bad will towards, or I should say more like goodwill squandered as far as Concept is concerned. I actually thought it was a decent game in the end, as it turns out. I did a playthrough on my YouTube channel. I liked Mighty Number 9. Like, I thought it was like a solid 3 out of 5, if nothing else. Like, I pretty much enjoyed that game all the way through. But regardless, it certainly didn't live up to, yeah, sort of the legacy of the Mega Man series and all that. Like, it wasn't, like, it certainly wasn't on par with like an upper tier like Mega Man game from the original series or anything like that. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of people, and yeah, the game had kind of a troubled development, and there were various sort of controversies where people didn't like the way they changed the graphic style, and they released like demos and trailers and stuff that people thought looked shitty. Just like constant, like just sort of criticism and controversy throughout the whole Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter. The last of which was when, like, I think it was like a month or two before, and of course the game ended up like delayed by like I think years, or like a year or two in the end as well. And then at the end of it all, like a month or two before the official release of Mighty Number 9, Concept actually put up another Kickstarter for a game called Red Ash, which was sort of like how Mighty Number 9 was going to be like kind of Inafune basically bringing Mega Man back and doing like a new off-brand Mega Man from the original creator of Mega Man, and it's gonna be like, you know, all amazing and all of that, and that didn't turn out great. He was gonna do the same thing for Mega Man Legends. Red Ash was gonna be basically Concept's off-brand version of Mega Man Legends. The thing is that because of the troubled Kickstarter and development of Mighty Number 9, like, everyone was pissed off at Inafune and thought Concept was a shitty company, and so I don't think they even made the Kickstarter goal for... and not only that, but I think there were actually two Kickstarters, if I remember correctly. There was a Kickstarter for the Red Ash game, and then another one for a Red Ash anime. Oh no, and yeah, the name Red Ash sounds like a bit weird. The gimmick there is that, yeah, as I mentioned, like way back at the very first stream I did of this game, so that the Japanese name for Mega Man Legends was actually Rockman Dash, and then so Red Ash was like a play on that, basically, where it's like re-dash, so it's like dash again, basically, is yeah, sort of the wordplay they were going for there. I mean, I'd say that it's stupid, but frankly, Rockman Dash was kind of like, yeah, basically Rockman Dig Outer's adventure story in Halcyon days was kind of a stupid title to begin with, so I'm not going to fault him too much for the title. Oh yeah, moving up in the world. Honest, hardworking gentlemen whose example should be followed. Good manners. Okay, they seem to have not warmed up to me at all, though. Okay, looks like he hasn't made the move there yet. Yep, she's still into the chickens. She's probably still going to tell me that that's a map of catalogs. I think we got like 2 new items to display here.
That's a catalog spell. They're found only on this island. No one knows what they're used for. Is it okay if I put this on display?
Thank you so much.
Right, she actually says the same thing every time when you give her the items, so we can just skip that. Oh yeah, it doesn't show up right away.
That's quite a find you've got there. It's called a giant horn. Maybe you've seen some rich people on TV with these on display in their houses?
All the time.
They're worth a lot. Would you let me put it on display?
They're worth a lot. Would you let me have it for free? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm apparently just a massive chump.
I bet there are a lot of people who'll come to see this. You're a dick.
Okay, and that's the end of that. I think there's like 1 or 2 more items that we need, or it'll actually be obvious. So I just kind of back out and head back in, because there's basically like a spot for every item you give her. So yeah, there's giant horn right here, and yeah, it looks like there's 2 spots left for other things. So there's one here. One here. I think we got, what, a Reaverbot eye we gotta find yet, and I don't remember what the other one is. So yeah, we got like and I think we won't be able to get them until we find until we get the drill in the main gate. So yeah, that's that for the museum. What else have we got to do? So yeah, I basically fucked up the hospital side quest, but at least for the time being, by wasting all of my money on the active buster. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna head back to the Flutter and see if we can do the next police subquest yet. Or actually, I don't think we can. I don't think there's anything left to do around here. Actually, I think we're just going to. Okay, we haven't actually shown it off yet, and it's gonna be the thing to have for the final dungeon, anyways. So yeah, we're just gonna head into the main gate. Just fuck it, go straight to the finale. There's actually a fair bit of stuff to do. Where I don't know, will we get this done today? I got like an hour until I've got to leave for work. Like I could certainly beat this game within an hour if I wanted to, but like maybe not necessarily like get the full 100% that I want. I mean, I say full 100%. We've already fucked up the full 100% by missing out on that second bomb in the city. Oh, we get some completely different music for this final dungeon here, too. Any second now. Here we go. Totally badass, too. I love the music here. This first bit here is actually a little bit boring. Actually, we still got our range. We're still equipped for range. Yeah, we can. Oh, can we organize this shit at all in any way? Oh boy. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm actually gonna fucking do this. Filling in all the empty spaces up top. It'll make it easier in the long run. We'll have less cursoring to do in the menu. Okay, and I think the Rapid Striker is probably what we want. I don't know, energy might be okay too. Yeah, the thing about the shield guys in this game is that if they have their shield up, they're like completely... Oh yeah, let's use the vacuum arm. If they have their shield up, then they're completely immune to damage of any kind. Like, yeah, you can see right here, I'm shooting him in the back, but it doesn't do anything. And actually in the same way, when he's got his shield down, you can damage him even if you like shoot right into the shield. Mega Man Legends 2, it was more based on the position of the shield. Whereas when he had the shield up, you could shoot him in the back, and when he's got the shield to the side and is shooting at you, you can accidentally fire on the shield to...
And it goes down a long way, too.
And yeah, get your shots reflected that way. Yeah, these guys are, yeah, just a pain in the ass in this game as a result of this, though. Yep, gotta wait for him to drop the shield. Yeah, that's way faster, actually, than running around and picking those things up. Oh, there's so many of these guys in this place, too. Damn it. Okay, this is the way to do this. Okay, looks like you can't stagger him when he's walking with the shield, only when he's sitting in place with it. Ooh, Buster Unit Omega. I think that's like maximum attack or something. Ooh, attack and range. So I would lose 1 attack but gain 3 range. The thing is that yeah, range and energy kind of go hand in hand, because you don't need a lot of energy if you have low range, since like energy determines the amount of shots you can have on screen at the same time. So like if you've got a short range, like you don't need that much energy, because the shots will only travel so far before they dissipate. Whereas if you do have a lot of range, then yeah, a lot of energy is actually useful. In fact, I got Just to show it off, and not just to show it off, but also to test it, to see if I'm actually right about this. Let's do some Buster science right now. Okay. So let's just equip for full range, and like nothing else. Okay, so we got maximum range. Okay, so that's that. And then what if we get some energy on top of that? What's the most energy? So let's just get 4 energy. Oh, it actually doesn't look like it's the amount of shots. I'm actually completely wrong about all of that. It's just like the amount of shots you can fire, period, without needing a break to, I don't know, reload or something. Okay. Now I know. So with that being said, then yeah, there's actually no reason why we can't. Okay, so yeah, we're still maxed on attack even without the Omni unit. So yeah, we might as. Yeah, I think this is actually like a good balance. Yeah, good, nice little balance of stats there. That sounds like a bad thing, but you've actually got to do that. Like, I know it's against protocol, but hell, we're not a protocol droid. We're a prototype anthro unit. So, oh, whoops! I should not have skipped that.
It's time to start looking.
How the hell does he know all of this? I mean, we actually know. In the end, we find out how he knows all of this. He's a robot from the old system, or not exactly. He's like a prototype of like the robots from the new system or something. It was like he was like kind of the progenitor, or not the progenitor, but like sort of the first in the line of like new humanoid robots or something, I think. Something like that. Actually, it would be a little bit helpful to be able to have a special weapon to deal with that guy a little bit more cleanly. Alright, and there's, yeah, some tricksy business here, where one of these doors is the way to the next... Ooh. That would be this one. I actually kind of want like a proper special weapon, because there's a boss fight behind that door, and I kind of want a proper special weapon for it. Just because it's a really fun fight, and I just kind of want to show off, like, what... Well, I don't know, what would be a good weapon for Bruno? Frankly, I don't feel like going all the way back up and talking to Roll and all of that, though, so I'll probably just end up doing it with the vacuum arm. That's probably what's going to happen in the end. Generator part. I think we're going to get our drill in, like, this little area right here. I think that's what's in store for us right up ahead. Oh no, we just get nothing. And like a super nothing as well. Oh yeah, this is like the first wall that we ever came across. This is like right at the start of the first portal we could go through. Okay, so none of these things is a drill. I don't know. Turns out I don't know where the drill is. Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe the drill is in my mind. Actually, is it faster to circle strafe this guy? Nah, probably not. Because, yeah, more of my shots are landing when I aim at him like this. I don't know, I feel like I want a little bit more rapid. And frankly, I don't need the range is just dumb. I don't need range at this point. Attack range, we're gonna go for... Yeah, we're gonna get that Omni unit, and... Actually, no, we're gonna swap the Omni unit for the Rapid Striker. Then we're gonna get that Buster Omega back. Oh, but then we're on no energy. Yeah, that's no good. I think I actually liked it the way we had it set up before. How was that again? Shit. It's something that gave us like energy and range or something. Oh yeah, and this Power Blaster L is like completely obsolete now, of course. Or I guess not entirely, because Attack 2... Yeah, it's a little bit different, I guess, but... Oh yeah, that's right, we decided that the Omni unit was superfluous now. Yeah, this is a good loadout, actually. I think this is what we had before, but yeah, I like this. I wish we had a little bit more rapid, just to kill enemies a little bit more rapidly, but this is as good as it gets. Whoops. Oh, I see. Okay, so it looks like fire in this game actually just completely disables your life shield. That's how that happened with the Robo-Dog fight earlier. Auto fire barrel. Ah, there we go. There's our blunted drill. Okay, I thought auto fire barrel might have just been like a straight up buster part, but I guess not. I don't know. Are we gonna? Yeah, we'll just fight Bruno with the vacuum arm. Just suck him to death. Now the question is, which door was it? I think it was this one. Oh yeah, and also not only just fight him with the vacuum arm, but also fight him with yeah, with our life shield broken. I think this is a good plan. Damn it, I picked the wrong fucking door. Could have sworn I just heard like breathing in my ear. Like not in my ear, but you know, in the game. I don't know, something that sounded... You know what, I am just gonna shoot this guy again. Just for the monies. Actually, one thing we could do, I guess, which might be fun, but I don't think I'm going to, is, like, now that we've got the drill bit, we can just get the drill and just go back and go exploring, like, all of the old ruins right now, and get all the parts we need for the shining laser. Which basically just makes a joke out of every boss fight in the game from here to the end. And of Bruno in particular. I actually got stuck right here. At this point in the game, my first time through. I could not figure out what to do here. Like, they just bring you out here, and it's like, what's even the fucking point? It's just a dead end. But yeah, it turns out that this big 88, like, big doorway here is a door you can actually go through. And, I don't know, for some reason, my, like, 13-year-old retarded self just couldn't figure it out. What does it fucking look like? Have you've seen that symbol before, right?
Wait, that mark.
Oh yeah, he has.
Diesel, you better not be eating that entire pizza yourself.
So that weird chipmunk expression on his face there. Oh, this is a cute scene right here. I love this.
Hey, you! Do you know what happened to us thanks to you? I thought I was going to die! Huh?
You're alive! That's wonderful!
Let go of me! What do you think you're doing? Don't touch me!
What the hold up, Prawn? If you don't hurry up, there's not going to be any pizza left. Huh?
I think it would have been, it was a missed opportunity there. There should have been like a piece of pizza hanging out of his mouth that just like falls down once his jaw drops there. That's what they should have done. And again, they get the name of the robot in the cutscene there.
This robot is my masterpiece. You're welcome to try and stop us. But you won't stand a chance this time.
So he's like, I'm so happy you're alive. And then they go right back to trying to murder him.
Thanks for waiting, team.
Mega Man really is a chump in this game, I've got to say.
Everyone ready? We're moving out.
Roger.
This run looks
It's powering up!
Actually, this right here might be the hardest, like, standard boss in the game. Probably the final boss is tougher than this one. On hard mode, though, this is kind of an impressive fight, if nothing else. This guy right here has the longest health bar in the entire game. And on hard mode, it actually stretches across the entire screen. Actually, is this considered... I think this is actually considered a mission. Oh, no, it's not. Whoa! Okay, so yeah, you actually don't want to stand in front of him there, because those bombs are a pain in the ass. Actually, you can... Damn it! You can actually stand on top... You can actually stand on top of this thing here. Good point. Good point there, Roner J. Although, actually, I'm trying to think now. Like, think of, like, games with character models where, like, they, you know, like, interacted with... Because the pizza would have been a sprite in this game. It would have been... So it would have been like a character model holding, like, a sprite. I'm talking, like, not the soft drink, but like a 2D sprite. I'm trying to think if there's, like, another game that does that. Because you see some games, like, use random sprites for, like, you know, like, bits of scenery, trees, posters, that type of thing. So, anyways, and that's what we need, though, talking about the PS1's capabilities. We need a Mega Man Legends Remastered. Didn't even see what the fuck that was. This is another one of those fights where, yeah, if you try to use the lock-on, it'll lock on to stupid targets that you can't actually damage at all. Shit. Okay, looks like we almost got him, though. But yeah, mostly, again, lock-on, yeah, for that reason, is kind of a trap. It'll lock onto the legs, it'll lock onto other stupid shit that you don't want. Oh shit, I thought that we were still invincible there. It's actually another rare boss that Circle Strafe doesn't really work that effectively against. Like, it can, kind of. But, oh shoot. Like, you can dodge his attacks really effectively with the Circle Strafe, but you won't hit anything. It's like most of the time. You know, that's the ironic thing about the Pepsi Man game, is that pretty much all of the Pepsi obstacles in the Pepsi Man game are actually sprites. Rim shot. Pepsi Man, that's one that I'm gonna have to maybe do on stream sometime. I don't know who even knew that that game existed before AGDQ. But yeah, that was one of my... Speaking of, yeah, AGDQ, which is actually on right now. Huh? Again, with just kind of the awkward pause.
Okay, Blue Boy, I must know, what's your name?
Me? My name is Mega Man.
Hippopotamus.
Mega Man Volume.
You did it wrong there, Mega Man.
You know, I've been in this business a long time, but this is the first time anyone's ever given me this much trouble. Yet, it feels good somehow being...
And again, because I was a stupid little kid, I was like totally bought Teasel's whole, like, yeah, I'm just giving up, GG, no re, like, spiel here.
I can face the facts. I lost, you won. I'm gonna try to forget this entire incident.
I mean, he is done. Like, we don't have to fight the Bonds again until the sequel, at least. Yeah. Looking back on it these days, though, he is laying it on a little thick, I gotta say. Oh, the sad face on Tron too. Tron moving straight on from the soon to the dere now.
Then, does this mean I'll never see him again?
Tron. Once he finds the treasure, we'll wait for our chance and take it from him.
What?
With what?
You didn't think I was going to just walk away, did you?
I don't think they have any robots left.
Of course not. Now that's the Teasel I know.
You bet it is. Old Teasel never gives up.
Like, you could probably just, like, ask... like, Mega Man is such a chump in this game. They could probably literally just go like, hey, nice find there, Mega Man. Can I hold that for a second? And then just run off with it. And you could take it from him that way. I think you can actually call the support car in Old Town here. So, yeah, we're actually going to do that. And what new items can we get? We're going to get the drill, obviously. I actually agree. Mega Man Legends, especially for the time, had very superb... Like there are games with better voice acting, like Metal Gear Solid, I'd say was like a bit more of a quality production in terms of voice acting. But in terms of like anime-style voice acting, yeah, I'd say like, yeah, voice acting in Mega Man Legends even surpasses like a lot of modern anime even. And I'm talking mostly the main characters. Like a lot of the NPC dialogue is a bit meh. Like I don't know about the Inspector. I'm not sure about... Can't think... Who are other voiced NPCs in this game? The Museum Curator, I guess. Although she's not bad either. I think this is just a Buster part. Oh, okay, yeah, this is Infinite Energy. That's it. Roll has created an Infinite Energy battery there. She has solved the world's refractor crisis. But now we're just going to stick it in a gun and blow things up, it turns out. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring this up, but the voice actor for Teasel is actually not exactly... It's a dude named Rob Smith, who's not exactly like a super famous name up here in Canada, but the actor is actually known. He also did a series of beer commercials for Alexander Keith's, which is like a popular Canadian beer up here. And he was like, yeah, kind of... He was like basically like put on this Newfoundland accent. And he was like this, I don't know, very sort of aggressive and overly enthusiastic Alexander Keith's beer fanatic or something. We're totally going to equip that drill, by the way. But before that, I think I said that the vacuum arm is the only weapon in the game that can get infinite energy. Actually, the mayor is an interesting one too. I'll talk about her voice actor in a second. But yeah, to continue with Rob Smith, there's absolutely no reason to increase the attack power of Drill Arm. Drill Arm has like no range practically. Like the enemies literally have to run into you before you can hit anything with the Drill Arm. So we do not want to increase the attack of that. But anyways, but the other reason why Rob Smith is a bit of a famous name here in Canada is for his conviction a few years back for possession of child pornography, which is a bit of a disappointment. Gotta say, I did not see that coming. But actually, that's how I actually learned that it was the same dude too, because I was actually hearing the news. It's like, oh, Rob Smith, this somewhat well-known actor who did these Alexander Keith's commercials, convicted of child pornography. And then I heard the name, and it's like, oh, Rob Smith. That's like the guy that's the same name as the guy who voices Teasel Bon in Mega Man Legends. I really hope that it's not the same dude. But then I checked up on IMDb, and sure enough, they are one and the same person. I've got to say though, it actually doesn't affect my enjoyment of his performance in the game at all. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's a lot easier to separate like the artist from the work, as it were, when you don't have to, when there's like less of a personal connection. Like it's easier to just see Teasel as Teasel and ignore the fact that like his voice actor was a gross pedo or whatever, just by the fact that, like, it's just a voice. Like, Teasel... There's more to Teasel than just the voice, though. It's the character, like the character design, the animation, all that stuff. So it's like, it doesn't really affect my enjoyment of the game or anything like that. But anyways, moving on, though. The mayor is actually Susan Roman, who actually became like a fairly well-known voice actress in anime circles. She was the voice of Sailor Jupiter in the first North American run of Sailor Moon. And weirdly enough, they changed the voice actor for Mega Man in the sequel, Mega Man Legends 2. They got a different voice actor who, like, very clearly sounds completely different from the Mega Man voice in this game. And that voice actor, or actress, I should say, is Susan Roman. So yeah, the mayor in this game is actually the voice of Mega Man in Mega Man Legends 2. Which is completely insane, but I can kind of hear it in the end. Or at least I should say I kind of hear the similarity to Sailor Jupiter. Or I guess, what was her name? What was the character's actual name in Sailor Moon? It was Makoto Kino, I think it was, in Sailor Moon. But yeah, her Mega Man voice in Mega Man Legends 2 actually sounds like a little bit like Sailor Jupiter, just like a little bit higher and raspier. It's like she does like the kind of voices him like a prepubescent boy type thing, which is kind of, I don't know, it's not an awful job, but I do prefer the Mega Man voice in the first game. Actually, yeah, I don't know why I put the drill on before I came here to do this scene here. But yeah, it's with that knowledge, I can kind of see how Mega Man in Mega Man Legends 2 kind of sounds a little bit like Sailor Jupiter. Although with that said, her voice of the mayor in this game is actually the odd one out. Her mayor voice doesn't sound like any other character that I'm aware of that she's done before. Anyways, that's just like a weird tangent on voice acting. I actually really like these sequences here. Like, this is actually probably the most intense, like, action-based sequence right here. You got like a big wide open area with like, it's sort of like a little facsimile of like a village or something here. So you got like buildings. It's like just a really cool setting, and the music is like sets like a really great mood for it as well. And you got like robots running around in like this little like town looking battle arena. And I don't know, I just this one is actually a little bit boring because a lot of the robots here are just like really boring and stationary and don't really do much. But yeah, for this phase in the game, like they said, there's 3 keys, so you got to do 3 of these little sub-cities, they're called. And this is probably the least interesting of the 3, but this whole concept, like the I don't know, they're just like really neat little set pieces. It's like some of my favorite parts of the game, I think. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got to see. This is what I'm talking about with it being like kind of less. This one being a little bit less good than the other 2. Just because you end up in the end, you have to do like a little stupid scavenger hunt.
That sounded like a door opening somewhere. Better take a look around.
Now, he says a door opening, but like the door is still closed. What he really meant was a door unlocking. And the door is on the other side of the map, so I can only assume that like even through the helmet, Mega Man just has like amazing super hearing or something. Because I sure as hell didn't hear anything.
Got it. I better get back to the surface.
But the question is, do we do all the sub-cities now? I think there is actually not much point. Because yeah, basically that's all there is to the end of the game, is you do the 3 sub-cities, you get the keys, and then you open up the gate to the final boss. And that's all there is to it. As far as, and that's at least for main plot progression, that's all there is to it. As far as like other stuff to do in the game though, we still got like one more police station side quest. We've got like all the stuff to explore in the ruins, which I think is what we're going to do right now. And yeah, so at this point with the drill, we just basically have like full access to everything in the ruins. And like I've been saying this whole time, everything is connected. So we can actually get to like all of the stuff that we want to get to just from this entrance right here. Like you can go down one ruin entrance and pop up anywhere else on the map. Just because it turns out all the ruins are connected in the end. That's actually worth... Oh, wow, yeah, that's worth a lot of money. So yeah, this is like one of the good places to farm money right here. that I certainly did as a kid was just, yeah, just kill that robot dog over and over again to get all that money to, yeah, upgrade all the weapons and stuff. I don't see any walls around here. Were there any walls in here? I think I remember what's up there, and it's not... Yeah, because that was a bit of, like, leftover, like, map cleanup. I think explicitly the reason I didn't fill those in is because I'll just remember next time I'm through here that there's nothing to find up there. Actually, these guys aren't even worth my time to take out. And actually, so there's one other actually really good place that's good for farming. I keep wanting to say rupees. They're refractor shards, but like they're basically rupees. Like look, it's a little green diamond. Like that's a rupee, right? That's like basically the same thing as a rupee. And actually, with that said, I haven't made the connection, like, or the comparison yet between this game and Legend of Zelda, like Ocarina of Time, but they really are like kind of just like the same, basically the same genre of game, aren't they? Like you got dungeons and you got like different items that you get in the dungeons. Or I think there's a wall. I think there's a wall to break through up here, maybe. So that's that area is kind of a pain in the ass to get to, so we'll go there later. Oh, wow, these guys don't even damage you until they blow up. Didn't they? I never realized that. Wow, yeah, you can just, like, clip right through those guys. Was that a hole there? That's not a hole. Then the question is, did we... Speaking of holes, the other question is, did we miss just, like, a random hole somewhere that is just gonna, like, take me ages to figure out that we missed it? Because that's the thing, is that there's all of the stuff that you give to the museum curator, all of that stuff is like just hidden in mostly random holes throughout the ruins. And so, in every single time I play this game, I miss one of them, and it's never the same one. It's always something different every time that I end up missing. So then the question is, did I miss one this time as well? What do we got in here right now? Mystic Orb, I think, is... Yeah, one of the... I think the Ancient Book... No. Yeah, so the Mystic Orb is the other... One of the other museum pieces that we need. So we're missing one, I'm pretty sure. Which means it's got to be, like, down here somewhere behind one of those walls. Okay, and yeah, maybe even behind this one. As much as I've been, like, talking up this... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, wait, no, yeah, but the one back here is the one that we really want. Okay, for a second I thought it looked like it had been opened already, but it was just a little bit of tearing on the texture there. Weapon plans. Okay, that doesn't sound like it goes in a museum. I think that one's actually for the Shining Laser, which I will probably spend all my money upgrading. And actually, I think this is the way to the second subgate ruins, in which case we can just, like, head across. Or is it? Huh. Did I just, like, completely forget to do this whole area here when I got my jump shoes? Because that looks like, yeah, this is just a high platform that I need to jump up. I could have... Like, yeah, behind here, I could have gone up here, like, ages and ages ago. Yeah, I could have gone up here, like 3 hours ago in game time. Guess I just forgot about it. Oh god, it's snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Oh god, there's like a whole new, like, area behind here. How did I miss this? This is, like, really important. Or at least I'm assuming so. Like, so far there's nothing but trapped boxes and, like, a pile of, like, little snowman reaver bots. I don't know why I thought Snowman for these guys. Just the way they're kind of rounded, and they're kind of in two segments, I guess. And actually, in Mega Man Legends 2, these guys actually appear in the snow level of the game. Like, literally this exact same, like, enemy model appears in Mega Man 2 in the snow level, and they pop out of the snow. So there you go. I was exactly right on the money. These are Snowman Reaverbots. Okay, surely there's got to be a hole around here or something, or maybe this one isn't a trapped box. Triple access. It's like 3 times as good as a regular access. And it's a trapped box. Triple access. 1 access for each trapped box. I think that's like a buster part, actually. Yep. Oh, wow, that's just... And yeah, because we could have gotten this 3 hours ago. Yeah, that's just a shitty buster part. That's like literally just a terrible version of the, what was it? Of the Buster Unit Omega or something? No, the Omni Unit. Yeah. Oh, well. You know, gotta get that 100% at least, so... Actually, that's not even true. We're probably just going to sell that for money at the junk store. Now. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think the... Oh, hey, we missed this somehow. Oh, fuck you, trapped box. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, my God. That was pretty funny. Like, I keep talking smack about, like, my retarded, like, 12 and 13-year-old self back when I first played this game. But really, I haven't progressed much at all since those days, have I? Okay, is this... I'm hoping this is subgate number 2, because then I can just skate across. Ah, shoot. No, this is the wrong one. Okay. I guess one other thing that I guess I kind of need to think about, sort of while I'm doing this stream here, is I don't really have anything, like, up on deck for, like, my next game that I'm gonna stream. Like, I have a little short list of things that I'd like to do, but I don't have that, like, sort of on hand right now. Because, like, I'm still doing Chrono Trigger. Like, we're getting all those New Game Plus endings. But I don't... Like, that's not enough to tide me over. Like, I need, like, kind of like a main attraction. Sort of when, you know, for days where I don't want to do just, like, you know, fight Lavos for the 50th time, for the 50th ending, and all of that. Really, there's only, like, 12 endings, but you know what I mean. Like, I've been thinking maybe, like, Mega Man Legends 2 might be a good choice. Like, maybe just go through them. Or actually, I guess if we're going through them, then Misadventures of Tron Bonne would be the one. I actually tested that out in the emulator, and it actually works perfectly fine. Like, I remember I had read somewhere that, like, because Misadventures of Tron Bonne is actually an extremely valuable game, as it turns out. Like, just on the collector's market. Like, I think sealed copies go for, like, $200 or $300 these days. I actually do own a copy of that game. Like, it's not sealed or, like, in mint condition by any means. In fact, it's actually a rental copy. That's how I got... Like, I've talked before how the main way that I played new video games back in the day was through rentals. And one thing that the rental store would do would be, you know, to free up shelf space, they would sell off their old video games that, you know, the old ones that weren't getting rented anymore. And it was especially good when, like, a new console would come out. So it's like, oh, we gotta clear off all of this old, like, PlayStation stuff to make room for the PlayStation 2 stuff. So, and they'd be, like, dirt cheap, too, since they're all, like heavily used. Because, you know, these are, like, rental copies that have been played and, like, taken out and played by, like, hundreds of people, like, thousands of different times. So you could get, like a used video game from a rental store for, like $10 back in the day. And that's how I got, like, most of the games that I owned on PlayStation and PlayStation 2. That's how I got Mega Man Legends, and that's how I got Misadventures of Tron Bonne. That's how I got... I mean, I could just go through the list. I got like probably a dozen different PlayStation games just by getting secondhand rental copies once the rental stores decided to, yeah, clear out space. And actually, basically, once rental stores stopped being a thing, that was kind of around the same time that I stopped buying video games so much, because everything was so freaking expensive. And now I'm back to buying, like, tons and tons of video games all the time again, because games are dirt cheap on Steam nowadays. So yeah, it's been in kind of... And it's basically been a cycle like that with, like, my interest in video games at the same time. Oh, wow, we got a ton of holes to drill down right in here. That's pretty exciting. Oh yeah, there's some nonsense here. Okay. So yeah, you can just bust those down. And then you're done. There's no reason at all to bother wasting your time drilling down those other blocks there, right? Wrong. Because there's a fucking hole behind this one right here. I mean, it's a refractor shard, so who gives a shit? But even then... Because yeah, I think there might be another hole hidden behind another one of these, because I feel like that's maybe one of the museum items that I miss out on a lot, is one that's like hidden in a hole behind one of these blocks. And actually what I ended up discovering, yeah, there's one here too. No, it's just refractors. But yeah, it's sort of the next best thing, which is what I did during the rare occasions when I would buy video games, is actually I discovered like the second-hand like game trading stores. Like there's a place, or I guess I'm not really gonna bother, you know, naming the place, since that would kind of clue people into my real life location and all of that. But yeah, there was a place I used to visit that would like take used games. They wouldn't give you a very good price for it, but you know, it was something. And then you could buy used games beyond that. So you get like a bit of a discount buying a used game, and then you get some of your money back selling it in as like a double used game. And so that was like the closest thing I could get to like super cheap games back in the day. But even then, it was still like 3 or 4 times more expensive than I was getting them at the rental stores. This was the place I wanted to go in, yeah, because this is the yeah, because you just dash to the other side, and then, hey, there's another drillable wall. Okay. Yeah, I think we want to go into the center bit here. These yellow ones are actually way less annoying to deal with than the gray ones. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but they seem to not put their shields up quite as often. What is this? This just looks like a dead end. There's got to be a hole or something around here somewhere. Oh no, there's another whole entire corridor. I guess a tunnel is a type of hole, isn't it? It's just kind of deep and kind of sideways. It really takes, like, yeah, a good, exciting dungeon running stream for me to come up with deep insights like that. Old launcher. I don't even remember what that's for. I think, do we get like a super bazooka or something like that, maybe? Okay, and so now we've drilled down all the walls. Or, oh, not all the walls. I mean, yes, we've drilled down all the walls, but, oh, that's just, yeah, stupid hole. See, this is why I try to make sure to fill in all the map squares, because then stupid shit like that happens, where it's like, oh, it's an open passageway. No, it's just a wall that I didn't fill in. What are we gonna do? Or I guess, yeah, this is the only way out, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. Actually, I wonder if the layout to this actually geographically makes sense. Oh, I can't actually open up my map of Catalog's Island. Actually, here's something I want to try. Yeah, even then, like, it's... The range on the drill is so bad that it won't even hit, like, the crab guy and flip him over by the time he hits you. Anyways, these guys don't actually drop that many rupees. I'm doing it again. I swear to God, that's not, like, a cute... okay, we'll say that it is, though. We'll say that that's, like, a joke that I'm making when I call the refractor shards rupees. Man, I need to... Need to check all these stupid holes now because I don't know where that last... Or, okay, what else have we got here? Mystic Orb. Yeah, I think these are all weapon parts other than the one ancient orb. I don't know, maybe I was just misremembering. Maybe there's less than 2 museum pieces left to get. Maybe there's just one. But I know there's one part of the ruins that we haven't explored yet. It would be the way to the first sub-gate. Really does make exploring the ruins a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more expedient, I'll say, when you've got the jet skates here. Oof. Yeah, we've been here already. Like, yeah, I'm positive that there's, like, some... Or actually, maybe we can just, like, reverse engineer it. Like, maybe that's how we do. So yeah, because I'm pretty sure that the last drillable wall that I need to find is at like the place where the ruins connect to the first subgate. So we can just go to the first subgate and then find our way that way, sort of make our way from the end. Oh, and actually, this actually gets us up to where we want to be. Oh no, I keep getting this confused, like the Cardon Woods, confused with the Closer Woods. Although we actually wanted to be here anyways. Yeah, because this lady's going into labor. I think she'll be alright. I think she can handle it. She doesn't have any comment on that? That's a shame. I think some of my favorite things that I've found out on this playthrough is like just the hilarious stuff that some of the NPCs and just characters have to say if you give them like a negatory option on whatever dumb shit that they want you to do. So what she's basically saying here is just leave and come back, and then you'll be done. Okay, so let's try that. Actually, I think this might be the final museum piece. I don't know. I guess we're at the museum. Yeah, that's convenient how that worked out. It's like we got let out next to the pregnant woman, then we go to get teleported straight to the hospital, and then we can go straight to the museum. Sunlight. Yeah, I think that's one of the parts for oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. I hate it when that happens. Then we'll see if we're actually done with the museum. Oh, and let's see if this guy's found true love just yet. Looks like no. Or I think that's actually at the end of the game, where you find out that he like hooks up with the woman in the picture or whatever. Yeah, I think that's like at the end of the game when you go back and like can talk to all the NPCs in town.
You're a digger, right?
Wait, what? Oh, wow, so we've got nothing for her right now. I could have sworn that ancient sphere or whatever would have been a museum piece, but it is not. Okay, so now we're even farther off than I thought from finishing up the museum. What we can do, though, is sort of go back to... And then the sub-city is, like, right here, tempting me. It's like I can just go down there and get it done. But no, I want to level up some weapons and stuff. In fact, yeah, we're going to call roll. We're going to do some item development. Though I'm not going to do too much item development because... Or I should say item upgrading. And I'm not going to waste too much money because we need that so that little Irene or whatever can get her legs fixed. I don't even remember what this thing is. She says it's the strongest, but I think that's a lie, maybe? I think this is like maybe a shitty weapon that I tried once and it turned out to be shitty, so I never used it again. Okay, actually, let's do this too. How many weapons are we missing? Okay, Spread Buster. And I think it's just 2. I think I saw 2 empty slots there. Yeah, it's just 2 empty slots. So that would be the Shining Laser, and I think the Shield Arm. And actually, I'm not even going to put any money into, yeah, into the special weapons until we've made our hospital donation. Man, I'm kind of getting into this now. I wish I didn't have to go to work right away. I guess that's kind of how it is. Like, no matter what I'm doing, yeah, I'd rather be doing than work. Not that I hate my job or anything. It's just that, you know, if you wanted to go to it, then you wouldn't call it work. About the hospital equipment, you gotta upgrade that rubbish shit. That's like basically pocket change at this point in the game. Oh yeah, I forgot that she actually does say something different here. You think they'd be like a little bit more freaked out that like there's like dark portals have spawned all over the city with like the most powerful Reaver bots in the game just right by the entrances there? It's like anyone could poke their head into one of those subsidies and be like, holy shit, this place is the devil. This is a portal to hell or some shit. Oh yeah, speaking of, like, yeah, hard work and all of that, let's go see how our clubhouse friends have made out with the repairs. Actually, even though there's no bad guys, super exciting. So it's like the grenade launcher, or actually it's not even a launcher, but the grenade thrower. Only you get like 3 of them, and you can't move while you're throwing them. So yeah, I think this is the final level of the clubhouse. So this is not entirely done though. This is the point where we can start grabbing things for them. Yeah, and so there's like a bunch of stuff they have for us in this pile of junk. Yeah, I think that's needed for the shield arm. Oh yeah, and we get this picture of like this sexy swimsuit anime lady as well, which is like a little bit PG-13 for this game. I don't know. Especially for like little Bensley here. Like what the hell? He's like 9 or something, it looks like. You're corrupting the youth, Jim. I knew this guy was bad. I knew that guy was bad news from the moment I met him. But yeah, actually, and so this is the point, I think, where we can get that friggin' stag beetle that I keep going back for and is never actually there. Unless I'm just like completely out to lunch and it's not actually there at all. Pretty sure there was like a stag beetle around here, though. Oh, I think I see it, even. Yep, there it is. All this time, we just needed to repair the clubhouse to make it appear. Actually, is this... Did I... Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter, since even if there is... Okay, so yeah, we have been down here before. And even if there were something drillable, we don't have the drill arm right now. So actually, yeah, we can just like go right there and turn this beetle in, like, immediately. I don't know, maybe I'll do an evening stream. I keep on saying that. It's like, oh, this is so much fun. I should do this again at the earliest opportunity. And then I never actually... I almost never actually do an evening stream, just because I'm so tired in the evening. As a person should be, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll take your broken circuits in exchange for a stag beetle. That's like a fair trade, right? Okay, so we're going to do some more item development, and then I think I'm probably going to have to call it a day at that. Why the hell can't you get here in the support car? And of course I know the reason why. The reason why is because earlier in the game we had like a big action battle scene here, so she is not programmed to be able to sit the support car in here. That's fine, we can just drive out to it. Support, if you think of it from a practical perspective too, this support car is kind of useless at this point. Like, sure, it lets you teleport around the island, because, you know, video games and stuff. But, like, in terms of, like, actual speed, your jet skates are actually, like, twice as fast as the support car actually moves when you, during the one scene where you actually see it driving around on the map. Okay, so we want to develop some items. What do we got? I think we got the shield arm now. Yep. Yep, no problem. I think that's probably a good point for me to, Oh, hey, we got... Oh, is this it? This is it. I think we got the... Oh, no, it's just a buster part. Oh, but that'll actually easily replace the old on the unit, so I guess that's kind of exciting. Like, yay, slightly better buster, even though the buster is probably as good as it needs to be for it to take us to the end of the game. But the end of the game won't be until the next stream, so there'll definitely... If nothing else, there'll definitely be a stream tomorrow. At, yeah, basically around my same usual time. So, yeah. But, yeah, until then, I've got to go to work, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Yeah, I've actually got to go to work right now. So, yeah, thanks a lot, Roner J, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. And for everyone else, yeah, the VOD will be up on the YouTube channel. And until next time, yeah, have a good one.